am ready.
Okay, so if it's the start of a new session, or no, if we're skipping some time, everyone can obviously long rest. I don't think it's needed. And inspirations can then get flipped over. Well, Larry's can. I think Perseus is.
I'm an elf.
I've just used
Yeah.
Don't know why. My original character was a human. I don't know why I made this one an elf. It's a bit odd. Level 9 though. Woo! I know how to shot web. Oh wait, I've got the cloak of arachnids. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you can climb walls anyway with that.
No. I can conjure sticky web. So I don't need the spell web. I'm changing my spell.
Okay. Poison resistance, spider climb, spider walk, and web.
Well, I already learned spider climb, so I'll get rid of web. How do I unlearn? There we go.
Ooh, yeah, I can have more spells and shit now.
Yeah, it's probably even a tier up in spells, jumping from 7 to 9.
Third level spells now. 2 third level spell slots.
Rope trick.
Rope trick's great. Depending on how it's used. Fuck it. Literally just going to take the ASI, I'm going to put up my charisma, and I'm going to put up my wisdom, I think. That puts them both up to new bonuses. Yeah, that'll do it. And I can get 2 new spells. Cool. Alright, great. What do I want?
Ooh, knock. Nah. Gift of Gab.
Synaptic Static, I think. Be a good one.
So, Perseus, what's your hit points now?
My hit points is 89.
Nice.
Checks. I'm just going to get enhance ability.
Karin, yours is 83. Ferns is 80.
Mine's like 41 for some reason.
Mine's higher than it should be because I took the tough feat.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah. For a rogue, that's not unreasonable. It's just
See, 9 8s are 72. So I'm like 41. Yeah, I had some shit rolls, but it looks good. I don't remember any of them.
Everyone finished?
Got one more
Okay.
spell to pick.
Yeah, I got
Alright.
one more spell to pick as well, and I just can't. What do I pick? There are so many spells that I don't need to pick because I already have them.
Yeah, well, that's part of it, isn't it? It's annoying. D&D Beyond still puts spells you already know in the thing to pick, if you know what I mean, in the options. So that I've got to check that I don't already have every spell that I might pick. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like I already have like Guiding Bolt and Haste and stuff because Oath of Glory, Paladin and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which is why you take that. Yeah, sure. It's yeah.
Do you have haste?
Yeah, I
You
the
already have it.
third level spells I get with Oath of Glory is
You know
Haste
what?
and
Sorry.
Protection from Energy.
Enhance ability is boring. I'm putting something more interesting on.
It's really rare that I see enhanced ability
Revivify.
used well.
I've got enhanced ability.
It's not showing on your. Oh, it is. That's right. Meet Dome.
Okay, do you know what? I want to go to Spell Magic because I can't think of what else to choose.
Oh, I've got to take mislead. Definitely. Yeah.
Do you don't have Revivify, Jamie?
Yeah, I got Revivify.
It's not on your list. Or
Third level
maybe you've
spell.
just added it. Yeah, yeah.
What about to say? Try refreshing. It might come up then. It's the second to last spell on my list.
On my way in.
Yeah, okay. It appeared once I. All right, so quick run around. What did people take or get or change on their characters? Jamie, you got spells. Did you get any other abilities?
Yes, I got. Hang on, let me just find it. What was it? I don't even know where I would find it. It was called Abjure Foes. There it is. As a magic action, you can expend one use of this class's channel divinity to overwhelm foes. So it gives them the frightened condition for a minute if they fail a wisdom.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool then. So they can only move, take an action, or take a bonus action for a minute. Or until they're attacked. And then with my going up to level 8, I chose to get my wisdom up by 2 points.
Cool, okay. And Kern?
I just fucking picked Tavern Fighter and got my brutal strike. That's it.
And Larry? Just
I,
settle on it, Gex.
I am going to get Ray of Sickness. And I also earned, what did I get? I got Magical Ambush. So if I'm invisible when I cast a spell, it has disadvantage on saving throw. Which I have Charm Person.
That is good.
Yeah. I should have taken invisibility, really, but whatever.
Is that if you're hidden when you cast it, or?
If I'm invisible.
Yeah, well, hidden gives you the invisible condition, so that's fine. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh! Ooh, okay.
If you,
So I
Yeah,
can,
exactly.
so I can
Yeah.
just
So-
slide, and then...
If you
Yeah.
just sneak up on somebody and fucking
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get
Cast the spell,
advantage
yeah.
on the charm person, that's really good.
Sweet, sweet,
Yeah.
sweet.
And then Jed, for Fern, what did she take?
So an invocation that gives me Speak with Dead at will, without a spell slot. 2 new spells, so a couple of other new spells. So I've taken. The fuck did I take? Just been thinking about it. Synaptic Static and also Mislead, which is another kind of invisibility effect. And I've then got Contact Other Plane as well, which again I can speak to my patron without a spell slot if I do that. Should I choose to?
Static.
Like a kind of crowd damage area of effect. Psychic damage.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Fucking hell, and you've levitate at will, speak with dead at will. It's all stacked towards your 5th level spells. I'm looking at your character sheet now.
That's warlocks. So if I use it, the only spell slots I've got are 5th. And then I've got a whole bunch of kind of at will spells that are lower levels. So things like my yeah, that's why, for example, Speak with Dead or Levitate appear lower because they don't use a spell slot. But otherwise,
80s.
Everything.
Fuck me. Synaptic Static is good. Oh, it is 5th level.
You know,
All right, so-
okay, fine, whatever. It's fine. I've
No,
locked
go
it
on.
in. No, I've locked it in.
You sure?
I'll regret this choice next week.
Just Ray of Sickness is shit.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's a +6 to hit. I'm going to just take a fun spell instead that doesn't do damage. Carry on. Sorry.
Cool. So what we'd say is we left it, I think it was the Thursday. And we're going to say it's the Monday of the week after. So it's... Now, that maybe seems a bit... No, fuck it. That's what we'd say. So, like, 9 or so days have passed. In that time, guards have been kind of scrutinized and hired. People have been reached out to, former members of the Verdant Shields. So we have joining your ranks Corporal Bryn, Private Bailey, Private Alamir, and Private Frost, who they're the 4 last junior ranked guys and gals that were in your squad from the war. They're trustworthy and they're decent folk, and they've come on board this new task force, and basically they've kind of got their promotion, sworn in their oaths, and done all that sort of thing. So you've got some underlings to boss about, do the odd jobs if necessary. Along with the run-of-the-mill grunts, which you've probably hired about 30 of. Message will have come regarding the various interrogations and ongoing information. Also, a message from the Bank of Verdania will have come to say, addressed to Perseus, and it will be regarding an account that has been set up on behalf of this organization by the Crown. And basically there is 10 grand in there to run this organization, which will be, I'm thinking, a per annum basis. So, all the paperwork and shit will have to get sent back through I forgot his name again.
Iron Balls.
Ironside.
Ironside.
Michael Ironside.
And-
My client.
Yeah, okay, we're just going on Ironside. Ironside, and all that boring shit. So that'll be taken care of by one of the grunts.
What I say, what we do, lads, is eat gruel for the next 20 years and come back then, and then we just.
And so
buy
this is
the
obviously
city.
to pay everyone and yourselves. And
Yeah, it's just to cover the bastion as a whole.
Farron, it will come to light, was contacted 3 months ago by these people. At first, they used magic on him. They charmed him and promised him wealth and power and everything that goes with it. And over time, basically he fell under their spell, metaphorically. They needn't use magic on him anymore. He was in too deep, couldn't get out, didn't really want to get out. Things were going his way. His power on the small council was growing, and his power in the city and his general wealth was growing.
Sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
And we just fucked that up for him.
Well, fuck him, he's an idiot.
I
The
guess
woman
we
that was
we need to look
captured.
at who else has been benefiting from. Sorry, yeah, go ahead, Gav.
The woman that was. Oh, okay. So who else was benefiting? So he has talked about. He spilled the name of a man in a dockers union called Tobin Marlowe, who had been working with him and the Drow, smuggling stuff. Stuff being, it seemed what they were trying to do was rid Verdane of a lot of magical items. So
Bastards.
people's houses were being stolen and burgled. Any famous artifacts, whether they be in museums or held by people, they were stealing them and trying to just
Hence the
I don't know.
university. Sure, yeah.
declaw any defense.
We need magical items to be cool.
A lot of the logic behind their attacks, chopping the head off the snake as such, comes to light. He had been claiming, or he has claimed, that his children, there's no wife anymore, but his children, who there is 2 brothers and a sister. So you might remember the sister was due to be married to another, to Lord Aldemir, who
Does
is
ring a bell.
high up on the council. That's obviously gone to shit. And the 2 brothers are basically, having looked into them for a week or so, are just kind of, one's a wastrel and a bit of a rake, and the other one's just a bit of an idiot. And so Baron realized he'd be handing over his house, or the legacy of his house, to Muppets who are just going to ruin it. And this was kind of, he was trying to, I don't know, offset this somehow. Gain so much finance that it could survive a generation of these idiots. Over the course of the week as well, 2 mages approached you. A Malus Thornwick and a Alara Ryder, who were part of the Vigilant Eye, which is the police forces, the Watches, Internal Affairs Division.
Okay.
They had several
The
watch
what
members.
Did you call them? The Watchers.
The Vigilant Eye,
Oh, the Vigilant Eye, sorry.
which it was the internal affairs, essentially, for the cops. And they've had several guardsmen in custody who'd been talked about. These white elves that have been, they've turned their back, allowing them to get in and out of sewer entrances or just not be here at those certain times. They had all been bribed or magically manipulated or mentally manipulated. So there was a few of them that had memories wiped and things like that, which is a particularly difficult thing to do in terms of magic.
Well, I was going to say, not if you hit him hard enough, but yeah, magic.
He also
Very-
spilled the beans on a member of the Merchants Guild, which is a fantastically wealthy and broad-spanning kind of umbrella guild for lots of merchants in different industries in town. Namely Gwyneth Vance and a few others. We can get back to it if you decide to look into them later.
Sure.
The woman, the elf that was captured,
Yeah.
isn't giving up much information and has been probed as much as they can using magics and psychology and whatever. And she's, again, not giving up. she seems to be a fanatic, a cultist of some evil god, and she's been held bound by magics and gagged in a cell. You know, it's she's essentially too dangerous to let live.
Yeah.
And Ironside, the next time you meet face to face, would like to talk with Perseus about his recommendations, but he thinks she should be executed. Now, public execution is not something they do in Verdania.
But they have the death penalty.
They have the death penalty for traitors.
What about-
And it's used
What about
sometimes
people
during
attacking
more
the
in
company?
war.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be a public thing. This would be done behind closed doors, and it'd just be kind of a dispatching of her, opposed to any public symbol to kind
Well-
of send a message around.
It's kind of lucky that the one person who is very vocal about everything being public isn't here.
Yeah, Sutton has
The people have a right to know.
Sutton has taken to the books, and he's been assembling his library within the Bastion, and the Bastion's even growing now in the last few days. And he will be publishing articles through his news outlet. But because Sam's not controlling him anymore, I am. There won't be mention of. There will be mention of people being killed, but there'll be no mention of these elves. And so they're not. He's not stirring up
We wouldn't
fear.
want to
He's
panic.
very much using his propaganda to say the Watch is on top of things, and
Absolutely.
he'll be
As
highlighting all
we
the
wanted.
captures.
The heroes of the Watch are on top of things.
The new heroes of Verdania City.
The heroes of Verdania, I would say, actually.
Well, let's start small first, and then we can grow to the heroes of Verdania. You know,
Yeah,
we don't want to be too ego-driven. But yeah, we're level 9 now. Does that mean we have access to the better Bastion rooms?
Don't know, and unless it makes a big difference, we mightn't
let's
worry
not
about it this session.
That off right now,
Oh yeah, I'm not saying for this session. I'm just like, because I just noticed it got like level 5 and then level 9.
Yeah, we leveled up today, so like next time we could do that at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to have a look
That's
at the
just-
rooms.
Yeah, I'm just taking a quick look at it now.
Going to interrupt very briefly, only because it was glancing over to another screen. David Lynch has died.
Yeah, Lucy just messaged me that actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
was it smoking related by any chance?
I mean, the guy's 78. It's it's just being that age for you.
It smokes about
right?
400 cigarettes a day, I think.
Yeah.
Legend. I don't believe it.
You don't believe he's
I was at
died?
the
No,
funeral
I
the
think
other
it's just a
day.
weird trick.
Somebody was 97.
Jeez.
Yeah, Bastion level 9 is for special facilities. You have 4 of them. So we'll do it offline.
Yeah, we need to go through what the rooms actually do. That's
And I
another time.
think the cash for these things starts getting cheeky. Like, I think it's $5,000 or something.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Yeah.
Well, we got one. Let's get one room and then pay everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, did you say it's been a week?
Yeah, it's been 9 days.
Didn't we set them to be making some stuff?
Yeah, I believe so.
Staff. So. Oh. Wish I could read my writing. Yeah, we'll deal with that next week.
Yeah.
But
see,
I think they were just making weapons and stuff, weren't they, for sale?
I think
Or
some
to prep
some potions.
the defenders.
I asked them to make some potions, but I don't remember. When I actually upload the correct video, we can. check.
I think you had them making the antitoxin stuff, or like
Maybe.
the anti-venom stuff.
Maybe.
That
Can't read
kind
my
of rings a
writings.
bell.
But yeah, we'll worry about
Yeah,
it.
we'll say, I don't know if you know where the rules are for how many they make, but yeah, you can have
I think
whatever.
it's like 1 or 2 in a week or something.
I think it was 2.
2 per week, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Two anti-venoms. You can write that down. And during the week, your new... well, I don't know. What type of structure do you want on this organization? Are we going to call it like cops or like the army, or is there a captain?
We're a department of the police, right? What
Yeah.
did we say? District 13 of the police, rather than it being a military organisation.
But like treated like an intelligence organization.
Yeah.
So those names I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
they were from the prep document I sent out.
Yeah.
So you'll have a little bit there. NPCs kind of 3, 4, 5, and 6, the juniors. 3 of them were privates. They were capable. They're probably all like, level 1, level 2 fighter thieves kind of thing.
Yeah.
They have a bit of stealth. They have a bit of basic combat stuff. And they're loyal. One of them, the Corporal Bryn, who he'll have a couple more levels. He might have gotten his specialty as assassin or something like that in a level 3 thief or something like that.
Sure.
So if you want to change their ranks or make these guys kind of lieutenants for the grunts under them, and you guys are the, if it's the CIA, you're kind of the mother, whatever.
And they become Agent Bryn, etc.
Cool.
Sounds
Okay.
more like a Gestapo.
Well,
CIA
CIA,
or thingy.
Gestapo, same thing.
Yeah.
Stasi.
What we basically are is like a cross between like MI5 and the SAS. Like we're intelligence gatherers and agents, but we can also be badass soldiers when we need to be.
Yeah, that's like what's it called? The CIA people that were in Vietnam. SOCOM?
SOG.
SOG,
Navy SOG.
yeah.
Military Assistance
SOG,
Command
and
Vietnam Special Operations Group.
That's what Ground Branch is as well. Is
Basically,
their armed wing of the CIA.
paramilitary arm of the CIA. I like it.
Okay. Tactical breach wizards.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
the working name is the Verdanian Elite Operators, so it just kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So the manor itself has, in the last week, hosted several parties.
Sorry.
It's been kept watch.
Which manor?
The Farron Manor. Sorry,
Right.
I should have
They've
said.
been hosting parties while he's been in custody.
Yep.
Fair enough.
These are by his sons.
Yeah. Idiots.
The idiots. So we've got Cedric Farron, who's the oldest brother, who's just a bit of a rake. So there have been small parties, like just a couple of girls and him and his brother and a few other friends. The brother is Edwin. And then their youngest sister is Evelina, who is distraught and all the time in her room. So the manor has been watched by agents of your organization over the week, and the general watch in the neighborhood that surrounds this area has been like tripled. Shenanigans are still abound, though. It's obvious from one or two other reports that came in over the week of murder or theft that other agents belonging to these white elves are still in play. Whether they are slipping past the net that has been cast around the Farron Manor, or whether it's a different cell at work.
Bastards.
You're not sure. So, in the week, apart from your training and reading, is there anything you would have liked to have done?
I'm just dreaming about the hole in the ground that we found under the Farron Manor. And if anybody speaks to me, I'll just say something ominous like, I wonder if you were to drop something, whether you would hear it land. With no context.
Fern just being a usual creepy self.
All right, well, then we'll fast forward those 9 days. And we'll...
Actually, do you know what? I might invest a little bit of that money that we've got.
Sure.
That can be done over the 9 days. So I just realised we've got...
Microsoft stock.
Is it the Smithy? I think it's the room that we got.
Yeah.
I might just get the hireling to go out and buy I think I need half. So 750 gold worth of materials needed to make plate armor.
Cool.
All right.
Goodness me, man, do you not have plate?
I've only got chainmail.
Goodness, okay, right, yeah, well.
Yeah, that's Smithy can go ahead. He'll size you up and start prepping. I assume it takes a while to make, though.
Yeah, I think it takes like 7 days to make it.
All right. Well, it'll be ready this week then, later in the week. Okay.
Excellent.
So, if somebody wants to keep track of finances, Jamie, can you take care of that 10 grand?
Yep,
You're the
I'll add it to my
signature.
notes.
Yeah. All right. So, you were planning to go back to the manor and take a closer look, I believe. Is there anything else you needed to do, or will you skip straight to that?
I can't think of anything.
The dockman that Farron named, has he also been arrested?
I think that
Are you talking about Stonefist?
no, Marlowe.
Marlowe.
Marlowe,
One,
okay.
yeah.
So Stonefist is generally known as a pretty mean old bastard, but he's trustworthy as far as investigations have deemed so far. It's his kind of. There's another mid-level union member called Tobin Marlowe, who seems to have been approached, and him being a kind of opportunistic thing, trying to make as much cash as he can, seems to have sold his soul.
Cool.
I need to change my notes. I got Stonefist written down as a arms dealer, it seems.
I'm glad you're writing down because I'm losing.
It actually it appears from further investigations and maybe contact with the Vigilant Eye that Stonefist had reported being approached by somebody to do something illegal, and he reported it, but it wasn't investigated.
Okay.
That guy's beyond reproach. He reported something. What a legend. We love a
But
good
yeah,
snitch.
Tobin's dodgy. I suppose it would make sense for him to have been picked up as well. So yes, he would have been captured and interrogated as well. What will he have been able to add to the story? Basically, he's ensuring that eyes and ears on the docks are pointed in the other directions, that the drow are aware of certain shipments, and then he is redirecting certain shipments of weapons, armor, natural resources like iron, and other odds and ends coming into the city that are basically either being squirreled away in one of his warehouses, never to see the light of day, or just being redirected again and sold out of the country. So again, just kind of weakening the
Our economy.
foundations.
Our precious economy.
All right. So back to the Farron Manor. You approach in the evening, and we have a small group, the two brothers and two women, sitting outside with a fire in the middle of this gazebo, drinking wine. The usual smattering of guards and others are about Why didn't you copy?
Is it like public knowledge that we have arrested their father and they are aware he's in our custody? Like, they think he's gone missing or what?
It is not public knowledge that he has been arrested.
Are
That
they
was very
aware of it?
clandestine.
Okay,
And
so-
they seem to be behaving like they don't care.
Oh, of course, we did it very sneaky like. Yeah. So,
He just vanished one night.
yeah, fair enough. What an idiot. What would he do that for? What a terrible father.
So, over to you guys. You'll be on the streets outside the villa.
Yeah.
When we said we were going to investigate, were we intending to do it when there's people home?
Well, they're living there now.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's like...
And plus, these are dumbass like kids essentially compared to
Have we brought more men with us as guards if we want to take people, like arrest them, send them back?
We don't need any more
No,
men.
I mean for securing the area, not for us to fucking have to dick about doing. Do you know what I mean?
Could be a
Because
good
if
idea.
we want to take these four as
Well, if we don't want
prisoner,
it,
arrest them.
if we don't want to appear, suspicious, we don't want to put their hackles up. We should just turn up as us.
We've got the old bloke. He's given us all the information. These are idiots.
Yeah,
They're not going to know fuck all.
Yeah, so
just
we're here to
go
investigate the
walk
house,
in.
right?
Yeah, so we walk in and just fucking
Or
arrest him.
do we get Farron himself to sign a document that grants us entry to his property
Ooh,
to search it?
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Multi-pass.
and then you could also have it countersigned by like Ironside or someone.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah, we get the
Saying, like,
warrant
even-
recognized and
Oh, yeah,
signed
an
by
actual warrant,
Farron.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even without his authority, sort of thing. Then
That can be arranged.
Yeah, sounds good.
So basically, not an arrest warrant. What you call it? Like a
Search
search.
warrant.
Yeah, a search warrant.
Yeah, search and seize kind of one.
Ironside will ask that somebody from the Vigilant Eye accompanies you. Whoever they have available.
What was her name? Ryder.
I won't deny I'm a straight rider.
Yes,
All right.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Do we get the sense that they are suspicious of us?
No, but you get the sense that Ironside might need another opinion about what's being seen, or he might need an organization that's been in existence a longer time
It's got
to
a little
back
bit
up
more legitimacy. Yeah.
a level of
need-
legitimacy.
More experienced, more like veteran agents, essentially.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys are still new. You need some people that have been doing this for a bit longer.
He doesn't
Because they've got
trust
more
us.
clout. Yeah, there's a kind of political gaming that Ironside's got to play there. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand that.
Sounds like he does not trust us. He's given us an awful lot considering he doesn't trust us.
Yeah, Ironside trusts us.
Maybe the government doesn't, or the king. Or
The
whatever.
public, the
Well-
king, the court, whoever.
It's a new
Might not.
agency. Obviously, they want to make sure that we're not going to be,
Don't
ripping
wanna-
heads off and shitting
we
down
don't want to Waco this house. Like,
Mm-hmm.
So Ryder's kind of she's skilled in kind of protective magics and counter spells and things like that.
cool. Sounds useful. We'll bring the babysitter.
And then you bring in any agents from your own contingent as well.
Well, I don't know. Vic had an idea about that. I have no.
I think 4
No
should
opinion.
do.
Yeah, just bring a couple, like 3 or 4.
And their job is to stand in rooms once we've secured them, effectively.
Or
Pretty
like
much,
keep
yeah.
an eye on
And,
people. Yeah.
keep an eye on people to make sure they don't tamper with things. Yeah.
One
that's
to
reasonable.
watch the 4 idiots, and
Okay.
we can tie up.
Does
We can
it matter
disarm-
which ones you bring?
Not really.
All right, well, we'll
forgotten
say-
who they all are anyway.
Nameless grunts and
Red shirts.
Alamir.
Alamir.
Yeah, second name Alamir, who
Yeah.
is the tracker and woodsman. And then, 3 red shirts. So the 4 named people are not red shirts. They're
Reasonable.
all right. So you all gather up and start to march down towards the docks or the coast, and towards the manor. Alamir and Ryder join you at some point, and Ryder's curious about your approach, gentlemen.
I had an idea. But have we interviewed? We could interview. Fuck it. We could interview them as though we're asking them about what they know about their father's disappearance, and we tell them we're part of the investigation, looking into his disappearance, that kind of thing.
That sounds wise.
Don't know. We'll do this.
Start with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. That's if they. I'm assuming they realised that he disappeared.
Yeah.
Depends how lecherous they are, doesn't it?
Depends on. Well, they
That's how drunk
may
they
not care, but
are. Yeah, sure. That sounds.
All right, so it's the same 2 guards on the gate that you observed from last week.
Idiots.
And yeah, you can see above them, kind of on the raised pedestal, that there's a fire going on under one of the gazebos, and there's probably across the autumn wind coming in from the lake is kind of sound of laughter, like overly forced women laughing at these rich buffoons' jokes.
pandering laughter. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly what you mean. Right, I suppose we just approach the gate and show the guards.
Yeah.
Our slip of paper.
If
You're
we're
there.
claiming to be investigating Farron's disappearance, I've got a fairly decent deception check.
Well, it is a lie.
I'm gonna say that you guys, in fact, Ilara Ryder, who will have turned up with a set of watch badges as well.
Great.
So regular watch, and she'll
Yeah.
hand them to you guys. So
Okay,
while you
so
do
we
have your
can
fancy
consider
ones,
to
you've
be
also
regular.
got the.
I see,
Yeah.
yeah.
And she will very sternly say to Perseus, like, these are not to be misused. Blah, 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 you know.
Why would she bring them
I got you, don't you worry.
if it weren't for us to be deceptive with them?
Well, no, she just doesn't want us to use them to commit crimes and shit, you know, as long as we're doing things for Ironside.
Sure.
She understands the level of secrecy that's necessary.
Oh, good.
So no female body inspector.
Oh, did you say she?
No.
Yeah, she was a. Yeah. She's a veteran of the stealth war that we waged back in the day with us. No, wait, that was our lackeys. These aren't. Yeah. She's not. She's the.
No, she's
part
not.
of the
She's a woman in her
wizard's
40s who has been doing this professionally since she was like in her 20s.
Yeah.
She's an old hand at this, and she's been in the watch all her life, pretty much.
Respect. Also, ACAB.
Yeah.
All right.
There is
Which
no.
is-
They can.
We are cops.
Yeah.
So you
Or cop
approach.
You would
bastards.
know.
Sonny.
You approach and show the guards the letter,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and there is protests, but they allow you in.
Yay!
You flash the watch badges. Do you mention anything about why you're here?
No.
I think if they don't ask, it will be, we have a warrant. Wait,
Don't
if we've
ask,
got a
don't tell.
warrant, if we've got a warrant signed by Farron, we can't then claim to be looking into Farron's disappearance.
Shit. Okay, yeah, mine was a bad idea.
In which case, no, we have a warrant signed by both,
We have an
Government-
investigation that's
a government official
classified.
and countersigned by the owner of this property that grants us permission to search unimpeded.
Okay, yeah, we're not investigating his disappearance.
Can you just wait here a minute? I'll just get the master.
Okay.
A minute, not more.
One of the guards will jog up, and 3 or 4 minutes later, slowly sauntering down with a glass of wine in his hand, will come Cedric Farron. He's dressed in silks and velvets, and like he's just such a fop. You can tell a mile away. He's probably wearing makeup, and he's already half cut. You're vaguely aware of this guy's reputation of just,
being an Egypt.
various clubs, squandering the family wealth, easygoing lifestyle, spends money on whores and cards, and
Hell yeah.
the gambling halls and private clubs of Verdania.
This is gonna be so much fun because as soon as you described his entrance, sauntering with a glass, I'm like, I can't wait to slap that glass out of his hand, which is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So from about 50 feet away, you'll start to hear him, and he's like, "What's this all about? You can't come in here. This is private property." And as he approaches, he'll say, "Show me this supposed warrant."
Literally just wave it at him and walk.
"Oh, you what? You can't come in here. Show me that." And he'll kind of chase after you a little bit as you walk past.
I'm trying to confidently keep striding forward as he quickly runs behind us.
So the
But
minor
catch up to us.
commotion will get a little peek from a window in this little kind of farmer's villagey thing here. Just a woman. It's late at night. There's a bit of a noise, and over time you will start to see guards and indeed partygoers all kind of start to gather.
Yeah.
To watch you guys come up. Can I get perception rolls from people?
Yep.
Absolument.
Perception.
Wait, no. What the fuck do I roll? D20. I remember. Oh shit. Huh.
That's
13.
Right.
14.
25.
19.
Yeah, 25.
Okay, anyone who beats 14, which I think is everyone except Larry,
Me.
will see a head disappear behind the chimney where it was last time.
Oh yeah, someone's
Up
head
on the roof.
disappeared.
Yeah,
Oh, out. Okay, interesting.
it's just
what
a
is the
silhouette.
party going on?
They're still watching the
Yeah.
family. Oh.
That's
Well, judging by the size of the pit in the basement, you find it hard to believe that the family aren't aware. But they
Yeah.
don't seem to be acting like that.
Yeah.
Or even the guards or the staff or I don't know, something. But and all the guards will have come forth to within view of you. And you guys saunter up. He's still kind of at your heels, kind of yapping and blabbering on about some statutes and laws, and he's trying to act like he knows something about the law, and he's kind of saying, "Give me that," and he's trying to grab it out of your hands.
Is
This
your
warrant.
intent to impede servants of the Crown investigation necessary to matters of national security?
What
Are
national
you-
security? What are you talking about?
Is your intent to pass yourself off as the owner of this land?
No, certainly not. This is my father's land.
And
It'll be mine someday, he says with a smile.
is this
Perhaps
your
sooner
father's
than you think.
signature?
What? Sorry, I didn't hear you, Jed.
Is this your father's signature?
He'll reach out or no? Yeah. He'll look over at the paper as you hold
Yeah.
it still in front of you.
I will hold it in a position where he can see it, but I don't think he's going to try and take it from me.
It is. And what's Ironside got to do with this? In fact, who are you?
We
You'll
are
see.
investigators, Master
Where
Farron.
from?
We
Yeah.
are the law.
Okay, Dread.
You'll have one or two of his guards come over at this stage. You'll have the people from the party kind of stop, and there'll be some girls kind of tittering behind the other brother who's a big chunky kind of 6'4" guy, bit of weight on him, but he just has that kind of, I don't know if it's a slack-jawed look or something. He just looks like an idiot. There's one or two comments from one of the older guards like, what are we to do, master, and blah, blah, blah. But you guys outnumber them here, if nothing else. And he eventually gives in and says, but he doesn't want to seem like a fool, so he just says, well, you do what you need to do. I'm going back to have a drink. Come on, everyone. Ignore them. And he'll saunter back up to the gazebo.
Fair enough.
Reach for a cigarette and light it up and insist everyone gets back to having a good time.
Can we put a couple of our red shirts on them just to make sure that they're not
Yeah.
going to interfere?
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm like, Percy's going to turn it to look at some of the, like, some of our
Yeah.
little grunts and be like, lads, can two of you keep an eye on the entertainment? shall we say?"
Maybe before we lose him, the question is there anyone else on the property that we should expect to encounter?
Guards, the help. You know, the usual.
Hmm.
Jolly good.
No additional party guests might have wandered off.
No, we're only entertaining ladies tonight.
Sure.
Well, all right, no problem.
Can I ask if you take Grantham with you? He points down at the older guard who's about 30 odd.
Grantham? Sure. Why?
So you don't steal anything, you peasant.
We are officers of the law, have you know, my good sir.
You're still a peasant.
Spoken
He'll
like
walk
a
back.
true fop. I'm going to say to him as he walks away.
Well, Grantham.
Goddamn waste of good looking Grantham.
Come with us, Grantham. As long as you don't get in the way, you can watch us not steal anything.
I'm stealing every fucking thing I can get my hands
All right, sir.
Don't you worry, I'll keep him distracted.
on.
Can I?
He'll hand
Yeah.
the spear off to another guard,
One person him.
and
Yeah.
you guys stroll up. The front door is ajar. It leads into the lobby there. So, just to remind you, it's a 2-story house. It's also got a basement, half the size of the house.
Yeah.
On this side here, that's the entrance into it from the outside.
Yes.
Um,
And a couple of
and
broken windows.
according to your eyes on the streets, there you would expect to find the daughter, Evelina, in here as well. And there's no wife. The wife died.
I don't know.
So you stroll into the lobby or the hall. Staircase up. Double doors out to the patio and the veranda at the back.
Did we look at his office? I don't remember what we did when we were here last time. I want to go find his office. No,
I was about to
feel like
say,
were
we
in
should
there.
go to the We should go to the office that we found him in
Yeah.
because we didn't really have the time to do a lot of searching.
Yeah,
No, we didn't.
yeah.
You had a quick look over stuff, Larry. So.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, oh yeah, I had a look at the desk briefly, but then it was like stuff going on.
So you've left what 2 of your red shirts outside, so you have 2 more in here.
Yep.
You check the rooms at the ground floor; they're all empty. There's lights on, and there will be. I just realized this map has no kitchen. There is going to be a servant in a kitchen. We'll say there's a basement that extends out, kind of, underneath this room, and there's a kitchen in that.
Yeah. Yep. Can I send my familiar to look at the basement, in particular, where the hole I saw was when we were last here? Maybe to see if that door is open, because I think we damaged that door.
You and Khan broke that door apart.
I think we damaged the door. So maybe if I send the familiar to A, find out like if that door has been repaired, and B, see what's changed down underneath there.
And you can see through your familiar's eyes. So if you can give us a perception check.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Where's my
I
dice?
just need to go to the loo. I'll be back in a sec.
Fuck all.
Oh, I don't know if we're not to.
Start swinging.
Well, no, I'm just. Someone remind me. When you ritual cast a spell, that doesn't use a spell slot, does it?
No, it doesn't. It takes an extra 10 minutes.
Yeah, it takes a minute. I'm just thinking of like maybe taking 10 minutes to ritual cast to detect magic, and then just roam around and see if anybody outside is lighting up like a snow globe.
I have detect magic. Yeah. Wait,
yeah,
I mean, first cast. Oh yeah, okay, I see.
Okay, so Jed, what did you get on the roll?
On the
Perception.
Yeah, not lots, like 11.
All right. Well.
Oh no,
the door
I have a free use of detect magic. I could just
12. Sorry, I should say. Yeah.
So the door has been replaced with an identical door.
Okay.
So it hasn't been repaired.
Yeah, I can just cast detect magic once for free if you want. Unless we, I mean, if we've got 10 minutes, does he have 10 minutes to ritual cast?
Yes, as long as you like.
Could even do it beforehand.
Yeah.
How long does it last? Does it last an hour?
I think it only lasts 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gab, I was just saying while you were going to toilet about ritual casting detect magic and then seeing if anybody outside lights up.
Well, what do you want to do?
Maybe that later, though. Right, head to the office.
So the office is up on the second floor.
Yeah, head upstairs.
You go up to it. You can hear crying from a room
I'll just put that by
at the east side of the. Maybe that's the west side. Who fucking knows? At that side of there's another room above that, and there's a woman crying in there. The rest of the place seems silent. You get yourself into the office to have a root around.
Yeah.
He has a fairly large collection of books, a lot of large kind of A4 size notepads that he's all his business related shit is in, transactions and stuff like that, ledgers, and he has a window facing out over the front garden.
Any valuables?
Give us a bit of a search roll.
Is that investigation?
Perception check. Investigation? No, it's perception.
Fair enough. 20 something. 21.
Yeah. There is a false bottom in a cupboard that reveals a chest with sizable amounts You pick the lock, and a sizable amount of gold and gems in it.
Ooh.
You'd have to count it, but you're
Is the
by the
guard
looks-
still here?
the guard is in the room. Yeah.
I will.
Just make note of it for now.
Yeah, sure.
I can probably distract that guy.
I'll just say nothing in here. Wink.
I mean, he sees you rooting around. You discover a false bottom, and kind of everyone in the room gets curious. If at that stage you want to make a deception check, let me know. We can see if we can distract him.
No,
Of
I'll
course,
just say
you can't just
nothing.
confiscate this on behalf of the crown.
Probably ill-gotten gains. I would imagine.
Well, the dude's a traitor, so in the end of the day, if his kids are found complicit as well, the entire family's traitors. Well, their assets should be seized.
See, if we can find paperwork connecting that gold and jewels and stuff to people.
Any paperwork? There's a fucking hole in the bottom of their fucking house that lets people come from a different place and kill people in our city and then fuck off with no consequence.
Yeah, and who's to say that Farron doesn't just be like, I was charmed, I didn't know, blah, 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 blah.
All right, I'm
We
going
need-
to.
We need evidence to prove that he is in league with them and not coerced into this shit.
I'm going to just flick a few gems into my pocket discreetly. What?
Sleight of
That'd
hand.
be sleight of hand.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm thinking.
All right. Give us a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand versus perception.
And how greedy are you being?
Just like 7.
Okay, you get away with it, you think?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Can I
You think you get away with it.
That's fine.
can I ask Grantham whether there's any easy way onto the roof of this building?
Don't think so.
No. Without ladders or scaffold.
Well, I can get you a ladder if that's what you want.
I don't need one, but I wonder if there's a good view from up there.
What's this about a hole in the ground?
We'll
We'll get to
take a
that
look in the
good
basement
time.
when we're done. Have you been to the basement recently, Mr. Grantham?
No, guards aren't allowed in the house.
Yeah.
It's the first time
And yet
you've been
here you
in
are.
here.
In a few years, yeah.
Interesting.
Does it strike you the grandeur with which your employers dress themselves?
Well, they pay well.
Hmm.
And all we have to do is babysit those 2 idiots out front.
Looking for any volunteers?
Occasionally, an angry husband comes knocking or whatever, but there's not much we got to do. Make double what you lot are earning.
Maybe.
I imagine what you do not see is as important as what you do.
I don't know nothing about that.
That's my point.
I would
That's
like
nice,
to
yeah.
search around on the desk, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Try and see if there's any more, hidden compartments and shit.
So you don't find any hidden compartments, but what you do find is, and I'll need an investigation check to understand it, is various fucking ledgers. These are just lists of numbers, names, transactions, businesses. But, they mean nothing to you guys.
It could be
At the moment, anyway.
analyzed by our lackeys. We've got office lackeys.
Could just Ryder, come take a look at these notes, would you?
Yeah. Just take out a pair of wire rim glasses and put them on. Sit down at the desk. Oh God. This'll take me a while.
By all means, take your time.
All right, she'll start leafing through them, but she'll be there a good few minutes, and she'll ask for other books, and she'll be able to reference other books that are on the shelf. It should be like labeled, blah blah blah. Anyway, what will transpire after about 10 minutes of reading from her is that the amount of money coming into the Farron estate jumped by about 50% 3 months ago.
Huh.
Already a fairly wealthy man, and at a kind of nexus point between a hell of a lot of other merchants and external kind of actors from outside Verdania. He a couple of new entries will appear, new businesses, and she thinks that he has been hiding the new influx of wealth behind these, what she is assuming are fake businesses.
Shell corporations.
Yeah, essentially. So instead, he's kind of been logging the bribes as these fictitious, she's assuming, are fictitious companies and traders from further afield.
Cool. Quite the business acumen.
We're gonna tear down Farron's like empire, one business at a time.
He's a pawn,
But
if anything.
He does say that I'd confiscate all of these and that whole shelf there, and like, you know, she points out a handful of books.
We'll take it all.
Yes, this will all go back to Ironside.
We'll have one of the remaining red shirts remain in here at all times then to make sure that what's in here is
that's a good
tampered
idea. I was
with.
thinking something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, he'll start, like, there's more than what a person or two people could carry. Like, there's tons of shit. So, like, a cart is going to need to be organized. So,
Yeah.
We'll have the other one do that.
Yeah, they will organize that.
Yeah.
There'll be a cart on site here because there's a stable outside, and that can be organized. And
While this is going on, how high is it from the outside to the roof, roughly?
So if you stand on the wall that surrounds this kind of raised villa, you Karn especially could jump up and grab a gutter and climb up onto the roof.
How high, roughly? Because I've got cloud joint. I
Con
can
the acrobat.
teleport.
Like, it's 10 feet high.
All right. Well, yeah, I could just jump that. I can use athletics if I want to for fucking.
Yeah, you can get up onto the roof, no problem. The roof's empty.
Yeah. Shall we?
Right. Who you saw obviously moved, and scanning as you go outside again and look around, you're not seeing anything.
Yeah. But what did they see? Is it just they're looking for who's coming?
Hard to say.
Right. I think it's time we showed you that hole in the basement.
All right, so going back outside and around down to the basement, you'll note
Just before we leave that like the office room, just as we're heading out, I'm just going to quickly turn to Larry and be like, Larry, make sure like red shirt basically is okay on his own here for a moment while we go check the hole. And I'm just going to like try and slyly wink at Larry.
Okay. Guess I'll be sneaky and have a look around or something.
Mr. Grantham, do you have a key for the basement? I understand that there is a new door that's been fitted there recently. I imagine the lock has been replaced.
what? New door? First I heard of it.
Is it?
He doesn't know it's an identical door.
No, we'll just we'll have to get the cook to answer it. He'll take you out towards the basement door. He'll ring a bell, and after a moment, this lady in her 50s in cook's garb will arrive out. What is it? And open the door up. You'll
We need
see.
to search the area, I'm afraid.
You'll see in the room behind her. There is no hole in the ground. I think it was in the first room. No, it wasn't. It was in the second room.
The second, underneath this circle.
Yeah.
Because the first one was just storage.
Yeah. So she'll let you into the storage area, walk through this fairly empty room,
Mhm.
and then out the other side is now a kitchen. Because we didn't plan this properly.
Yeah. Fine.
And she
It's
will
always
go
been a
into
kitchen. It's just
yeah. And she'll wander back into the kitchen. She's preparing like a late supper.
And while we're doing this, Larry, I told you to stay in the room with the red shirt.
Yeah,
so
you could have.
can have a
I mean,
chance to steal.
You could have given me instructions beforehand, but yes, I get you. Yeah.
So you're just loading that onto the cart as well, yeah? Like, you can barely lift it. It's fucking... There's a couple of thousands worth of gold, never mind the gems here.
Sure. Well, I mean, every
on the cart. It's all
every
confiscated
load-
material. Isn't it?
Yeah. I'll just put it in my pockets and then on the cart whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take the stuff.
I could have given you the bag of holding if we'd known.
That's fine.
Well, it's all confiscated materials, isn't it?
I'll write it. I could write a receipt for it. I don't know, whatever. I'll babysit the money. Money.
So you'll notice as you enter the second room, the room with the circle here, that the cook takes a route around here.
Yeah.
She avoids the center of the room and then goes through the door and back into the kitchen. And those of you who know any magics or kind of manipulation of the mind realize something is afoot, something is awry.
Has Grantham expressed any kind of does he seem compos mentis? Is he showing any signs of being charmed himself? I don't know if there's things that we can easily check for with that.
Give us an Arcana check,
Yeah.
because I suppose it's intelligence plus Arcana. So.
Would detect magic show?
Yeah, I'd about to say
A
I can
charm.
cast detect
Yeah,
magic.
it would if somebody had cast it.
I'm going to cast detect magic now. Because it only lasts 10 minutes, so I didn't want to do it earlier.
So as she disappears through the door, you sense magic has manipulated her. You can also sense illusion magic in the center of the room.
That's what I was hoping to see.
Now
Does
the question is,
Grantham
does anyone
Grantham
have
affected?
spell magic?
Grantham isn't affected.
I know someone who does have dispel magic, probably. Well, the lady, she has counter spells and stuff. She probably has a way to dispel it.
You're also talking to someone who has dispel magic.
Good.
Oh, you mean Ryder, who we left?
That's what
Might
I'm
have
talking
dispel
about,
magic.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, Ryder's with you.
Yeah.
But so I don't know anything about this, obviously.
Yeah.
After a moment in the room, Ryder will point and say that's something odd here.
Yeah, it seems to be an illusion.
Wait, wasn't
Do
she
you agree?
looking through the books, or is she done with that?
I think she finished with that.
Oh,
She finished with that. You guys were up there for 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
nice.
Ryder will approach the center of the room and climb down through an illusion and disappear from view.
Oh, right up! I want to quickly go after her. Careful!
Yeah. And she'll still climb down.
I'll follow her down.
I can't remember how far we said this was. I don't think it was that far down.
Is it under dark depth?
No, I think it only
don't
goes down a bit and then kinks off at an angle.
Okay,
Out
yeah, I
towards
don't
the
think
lake.
I don't think we really deeply investigated
I don't-
it. Like, I think
yeah,
we
we
threw a
didn't
couple
go
of things
down.
down it maybe, but
Okay.
did
Well,
you
yeah,
throw
I'm
some
gonna-
corpses down there?
Yeah, threw some bodies down there and then burnt them.
So as people go near the solution, and it kind of loses some of its power as it's been pointed out to everyone, and you can start to see through it.
Can we say
It still
that
kind of
I've
remains
loaded
hazily
the
there.
cart and come down?
Yes, we can. We can.
And maybe wait, guards. We had one.
We left a red shirt out with the party. We
Yep.
left a red shirt upstairs in the office. So we have
And
2 left with us.
one with the
Yeah.
cart. One's gone to the cart.
What is one with the cart, and one is, I think, loading up the cart.
It
So
might
they
be
got all
worth
occupied.
Yeah, it might be worth sending one back to go and get more men.
Well, if she's not in the office, we'll just. If she's done in the office and I've put everything on the cart, then we'll take the guy from the office, and basically what I'm saying is get him to watch the door so no one interferes with us interfering with the sale.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're talking about the door to the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
We'll put
All
our
right, so,
down here
yeah,
with this
the
yellow.
yellow guy.
I'll bring him down with me as soon as the cart's loaded, and I'll be like, right, you watch this.
We don't need to keep you here anymore. Yeah,
you
fine.
watch this, sir.
Mr. Grantham.
If we've
If you
moved
would-
all the stuff,
yeah.
that means we've got another. How many people have we got spare?
No, you
Don't
don't
worry
you
about
don't.
it.
You don't have any spare. You've got one with the party, one in the office, one with the cart, one at the back door.
Okay.
No, though I was saying
Yeah.
the guy in the office doesn't need to be in the office anymore if we've taken all the books, so I'll bring him down with me.
If we've taken
Okay,
everything
so
from
you
the
have
office-
one spare.
It might
So
be
what we'll
worth
have-
sending it back to get more people.
No, we don't need any more people. It's fine. We don't need this.
Okay.
One, this room,
So the hole in the ground, you can still smell the smoke, the burnt meat. You can see scorch marks in the earth, but there's no bodies. There's last time I believe, I can't quite remember, but I think there was cots and beds set up in the room above. That
What I
wasn't.
recall, yeah.
That has been cleaned out. You can also see recent footprints in the clay, leading off at an angle down into the dark towards the lake.
Bastard. What say we follow?
So the tunnel is about 10 foot wide with a gentle slope down, and it heads out that direction. Not that gentle a slope down. Pretty deep slope down, in fact.
The kind of slope that you'd need to climb on all fours to get back up.
No, but it being clay, the heavier amongst you, or the bulkier amongst you, might have a little trouble getting back up it. If it gets slippy or anything like that.
Essentially, me and Khan.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I
might-
Can
you
fucking
might-
nimble as
cloud,
fuck, boy.
I can cloud teleport at fucking 120 feet.
Respect.
And I'm
I
athletic
could
as
just,
fuck.
enhance ability myself.
Just punch my hands into the clay and climb back up.
So what do you want to do? Ryder asks.
Mr. Grantham, you have an option here, as I assume from what you have told us, you were hitherto unaware of this point of egress beneath your
I
residence.
don't have a clue what you're talking about, lady, but I'm not going down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems fair.
I would encourage you for your own safety not to bring this up with your employers for the time being.
It seems okay with me. Do you mind if I climb back up?
By all means.
It'd probably be
I'll give
handy
him.
if him and a couple of their guards actually stayed at the top with our dude as well, keeping an eye on the hole.
I was
So
going to
they
say
can
to him,
stab
we've left a man at the gate. You will find him quite the conversationalist.
I'll give
Okay.
him the first gem I took out of the box, and I'll say, "Yeah, that's for your trouble."
Okay, he'll pocket it and climb back up straight away.
Yeah.
I think if we're going after these people, Alara says.
Who?
Ryder,
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, she has a first name. Got you.
we should really have backup. I don't want to leave our backs exposed. We don't know about the rest of the guards. All those idiot brothers.
Yeah, we've not got enough. I suppose the men up there could be overpowered quite easily, and then we'll be trapped like pigs in a
Go
barrel.
secure the compound.
Yeah,
Get
maybe
more
we
men
should
here.
clear out the party goers.
They should be secured and questioned.
They should be sent. With the brothers should be secured and questioned.
No,
The
all of them.
ladies should be just sent away.
It doesn't matter who they
she
are.
might
They
have
should
more
all be
information than the rest
secured
of
and
them.
questioned. You don't know what they may have seen.
She might
while
be
they've been
the
walking around.
the whole mastermind.
They've probably seen fuck all because they've all been charmed.
Gentlemen, I've
They might be
realised
doing
this
the
is all
charming.
new to you, and she'll turn to Perseus. What are we going to do?
Well, we clearly need to detain the brothers, see if they know anything, see if they've been charmed. We need to clear out everybody else. We need to get this compound secured so then we can go down there.
Well, then make it happen.
We don't have the manpower right now.
Yeah,
we
we
need
can
Well,
go
then
send
make it
more men.
happen. If
Right,
you
like-
need me to summon my men, I can.
Let's go.
By all
Thing.
means. More vigilant eyes will be welcome.
We will
All right.
send our man back for more of what we have.
Yeah, send a cart back.
The cart's going
Sure.
back to the station anyway, yeah.
He'll climb up and walk out to the back garden and begin casting
Get the
several
vigilant
spells.
eye and some of the city guard if possible.
So what's the order?
Maybe get just our men. How many men have we got? I forget.
I don't know.
Got like
24.
Yeah.
4 are here.
So 4
10 are
here,
asleep.
10 are asleep. So we're going to need to leave 5, say, back at base. But actually, we don't have prisoners at base, do we?
No, fuck it.
Prisoners
We'll
are
just
back.
ask for. We'll just ask inside for some city watch, like you said.
We'll get our 10, get 10 from ours, and then we get her to bring another 20.
No, I'm saying we don't need to bring any of our men if we can get city watch. We don't want to.
City Watch can guard the perimeter of the
Yeah.
manor and the land.
Yep.
We
and
don't
our
bring
men
any
can guard
reg-
the
reg-
internals.
No regular watcher coming underground with us.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Got you. Cool.
So you
So-
guys also don't. When we're talking about the 24 that you have back at base, they're
Staffers.
agents that can leave. You still
Okay.
have staff in the bastion. So,
Oh,
like,
okay.
the blacksmith doesn't count. The guards of the
Ah.
bastion doesn't count.
Ah,
All
Oh,
that shit.
We could just.
So these are kind of
Okay.
active cops, you know.
Yeah, just bring
Yeah.
like half of our
All
men.
of
Then
them.
that's probably enough. No, leave half of them
Yeah,
sleeping and
yeah.
guarding.
bring
Like,
the 10
But we
Get
have
the big-
12 here and 12 back at the base.
Yep,
and get
that's
bring
it.
climbing
Sorted.
gear and food.
You don't need climbing gear, but whatever. Yeah.
I
Sorted.
prefer to have ropes and not need them than
Sorted.
need them and not have them.
Yeah, the 50 foot of rope. We've all got it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So wait for that.
It's an hour later.
Boom.
The cart is now secured at your bastion.
Sweet.
The 2 women and the 2 brothers have been taken into custody.
We can
The
get
two-
vigilant eye
What
do
about the
questions then.
sister? We need to meet her.
We've heard her crying.
Yeah, she's the one upstairs crying, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
We should secure her then.
We should
So
meet her. We should
she's-
talk to her. She might have valuable information.
That too.
More than the other.
She's in custody as well.
Cracking. We
And
can do that later.
the guards have been rounded up, the Farron guards have been rounded up, along with a family that live in the house at the front.
Oh, good.
And your men, or the Vigilant Eyes men, are watching them. They're all seated in the veranda outside.
Should let the guards help themselves to the brothers' food and wine.
No, they're on duty.
The cook is there
No,
with
their
them as well,
guards,
actually.
not our guards.
Nah, they're
the
bastards.
ones that have been-
Fuck them. They've been well paid. They don't need our shit. He didn't care when I
I was
gave him a
about
gem.
to say,
Fuck 'em.
Not
Cameron was
okay.
just like, we get
They've
paid
been-
double what you
They've been
do.
well paid by a criminal. Fuck them. You don't need to win them over. We detained him.
So, like I said, it's about an hour later. Everything is as you have commanded. And
Make it so.
what are you ordering your other men to do now? So you have 10 of your guys here. There's also only 6 men from the Vigilant Eye came. you're not entirely sure how big the Vigilant Eye is.
Well, we can get them to maybe guard the hole and maybe like one or two of them outside to look for fucking elf bastards, and then the rest of them guard the hole. So we've got backup if we need to escape. I imagine they'll be fairly competent.
But it depends. Like the Vigilant Eye, they all like because they're like the internal affairs.
Well,
Are
are
all
they
like
investigators
mages,
or
they?
combat capable?
I think-
Yeah, I guess.
We take maybe one Vigilant Eye down with us, including the commanding.
Just keep Ryder.
woman we got.
I was
And then
Yeah, no,
taking
no.
5.
Ryder will have somebody she wants with her from her team.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ryder and one of hers, and then we take 5 of our dudes, like a squad.
I say Ryder
any
and
of them
2
need
of
to
her
come
Vigilant
with us.
Eyes.
Well, it's good to have runners.
Whatever.
I say we have Ryder and 2 of her Vigilant Eyes with us down there with like 4 or 5 of our men, and then the rest up here securing the inner compound.
Do you want to carry?
I don't
your
think we
own
need to
team?
take that many men down there. I think we need more guard in the compound.
Well, it's more that so we can leave some of them at the entrance to the tunnel.
Well, yeah,
Cool.
yeah. If you're
Right.
if you're including people who are staying out of the tunnel in that number, then yes, that's reasonable.
Because
So
we can take down like 2 of our men with us, and then like Ryder and 1 of hers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Fine.
That's
See,
So
the illusion magic has entirely faded now from that center of the room, and the hole is still exposed. A ladder has been put there by somebody in the last hour, so it's easy to get up and down that 10 feet. The Vigilant Eye folk will have reported that the cook is definitely being mind fucked by magics of various sorts. Alien to them. They are not able to
Ooh.
identify the spell that was used. Everyone's secure. The other Watchful Eye folk are currently interviewing the brothers and the hookers and the sister.
Mm-hmm.
Those interviews will be taking place in various rooms in the villa above you. Ryder and her right-hand man, a guy called Flint, will be descending the hole. Flint is
His
armed.
first name Earl.
Or Keith.
Arik.
Never mind.
And yeah,
All right.
is there any of your crew that you're bringing with you?
Nah.
Or is it just the 6 of you going down?
Whatever.
Well, maybe bring 2 of our
Sure.
2 of our guys.
Two of our guys and the vigilant bastards and us. That's cool.
Red shirts are named for your guys. You bringing the
Jimmy
competent
the
guys?
Captain Boy.
You and you come with us. I just point.
Well, earlier you mentioned someone called Alamir, Hunter and Tracker.
Yeah.
Maybe bring him and then someone else.
Yeah, Alamir was one of the older guys that joined us during the war.
Oh yeah.
So he was in his 30s and he was still a private while everyone else was kind of 18, you know.
That's a good sign. Insubordinate. I like it.
But experience as well. So yeah, him and some like unnamed dude.
Or he was just incompetent.
Do we have a
Let's come up with a
McCaw
random
type
name.
character?
You have a what?
A McCaw type character.
What
Is
the
that
fuck
what
you
he
on about?
is?
Who are you on about? What are you on about?
Oh,
Like a
no,
bird?
a parrot.
Gaunt's Ghost. The
Oh,
fucking
McCall.
top
McCall.
Macaw.
McCall. Yeah, McCall.
That's
the guy who
what,
gets stranded on the Chaos Planet for like 5 years.
That's what Altamir
In the
is.
open.
He's that type of guy.
Yeah, cool.
Oh yeah, that's all we need.
Yeah.
We don't need no one else, just him.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, so
Go in the hole.
he points out the 3 sets of footprints. Yeah, they look like teenagers, he says.
They're small. Small people. Are they small? Were they small? They're like smaller than...
Yeah, they were.
Males.
The males were small.
Yeah, they were small. Smaller than
Servile.
us.
So they were like 5'2".
Thin as
Um,
well.
and
Yeah, have
thin,
we filled them in with what we're... With
No.
the details? Okay, we're
No information has been given.
Well, now that we're in the tunnels, we can describe exactly
Yeah,
what it is
what we're looking for, what
who
they
we're
look
looking for,
like, and the dangers. Look out for poison arrows and shit like that.
while stressing that this is highly, highly secret information that isn't to be divulged to just anybody.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't encountered any traps in dealing with them, but we haven't fought them on their own turf before. They seem the devious sort to deal in such things. And so I
They do
recommend...
like their ambushes, though.
That's exactly what I mean, yeah.
Cool.
Um,
How do you look for
All right.
traps? Like metagaming. What skill is that? And
it's perception, I think. And it's
If you're actively checking, like, is this safe trapped or whatever? Is this chest trapped? It tends to be an investigation check.
well,
But
let's just say like
it's just
I
deciding
know
there's a trap
traps
in the
because
room.
I'm a sneaky guy, so I'll go up front
It-
and just
it just means moving slower.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yourself and Alamir are up front. He's sword and shield. He's moving slow. He's half elven. He can see here, and he's
I
you
put
guys
my
are taking
goggles
your
on.
pace down.
You nap
From
your
the
enemy.
little chat that you've been having in kind of conversational volume, just like one of the tunnels you've discovered previously, this just seems to go and go. And indeed, at a slow walking pace, like, step by step, slow, methodical check, keep going, look out in the distance. It probably takes you half an hour to travel. And you guess by this stage, it's gotten colder and colder. You must be out under the lake at this point.
Mm.
Hmm.
Sheesh.
And about that half hour later, you start to hear dripping. And opposed to the clay, it's a very distinct drip of water onto rock. And as it comes into view, you can start to see this natural terrain open up. This stalagmite growing up from the ground. The earth gives way, and it opens out into this cavern.
The music of the depths.
I hate it.
Oh, it's so charming. Just the rhythm of it all.
You
You
can
wouldn't think
hear,
rocks had rhythm.
or Fern, you can hear kind of a deep, guttural breath from another plane, just slowly in the background, coming into earshot.
Mm-hmm.
Your patron is watching.
Hmm.
This cavern, low ceilinged, where stalactites and stalagmites have met up and made these columns. It's
It's like the
After-
Mother Dragon.
after moving into it, the 7, 8 of you, you see it's about the size of a football pitch. So large enough. And at the far end, another natural cavern of stone leads down even further.
Mm.
It's about 30 feet wide and looks to be some sort of strange rock formation, like maybe some sort of lava tube. You don't really know these things, with a certainly stranger surface. And after another 5 minutes or so, you start to hear the murmurs and echoes of a lot of people far away. You reach this plateau
Oh shit.
at the edge of an enormous cave, out of eyeshot. You're all working in total darkness here, by the way.
Mm.
And there's the murmur of hundreds, if not thousands, of people off in the distance in this enormous cavern. I don't know if you've seen the caverns. I think they're in Thailand, where they can literally park 747s in them. They're fucking massive. So you reach this plateau at the edge of this kind of outlet into this cavern. It continues off down the side, to the left, downhill, to the base of this cavern. But at the moment, you're perched about 100 feet up. And peering over the edge, you see hundreds of campfires. The dim light from them is illuminating tents, rows and rows of these black, shiny, silken tents. And you can hear the skittering of creatures. You can hear kind of soldiers playing dice, soldiers fighting. You can hear animals being fed and slaughtered and cooked. And this cavern just seems to go for kilometers. And it's like 100 feet above your head as well. I'll admit.
I want to quietly say to everybody, I think we're in big trouble.
I don't think we can take this fight.
I don't think the whole city could take this fight.
You guys have obviously been scout recon. One of your jobs was to estimate numbers of enemies, scout camps and things like this. So I'd like to get people to make, I think, an investigation. I don't know.
Estimation roll.
A guesstimation roll, exactly. This is to estimate the forces arrayed in front of you.
You want it to be, did you say investigation?
I think investigation is the processing of information more than seeing things. You can see the campfires already, they're not hidden, so I think investigation.
But if we can all see everything. Oh, you said
Could I pitch it as could I pitch it as a survival check?
5.
26. Oh, wait, 28.
I don't understand how, Jed, but I'm happy to entertain a discussion.
Survival is to do with following tracks, finding a trail, that sort of thing. I'm wondering if I can pitch this as the verb is escaping me.
You
as
count the footsteps on the ground instead of looking at the people out in front of you.
As what I'm doing is
I'm happy to give you different information for a survival check.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, tell you what. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Give me the numbers. I wasn't paying attention to the dice rolls.
28.
5.
Okay. Karen, you see elves.
I got a 7.
You see elves and spiders.
28.
28. You see 24,000 elves with a contingent of spiders. Some sort of strange six-legged insectoid things, and various rag-like cloak or kind of duvet-like creatures hanging from the ceiling.
Duvet creatures. I'm going to write duvet creatures. What's the population of...
Verdania is about 100,000 people, I believe I said. It might have been bigger. I'll double-check.
Okay, well...
But it certainly doesn't have the soldiery or the watch to deal with this.
A sitting 24,000 man army.
That's what I meant by the city. I meant soldiers.
I will simply say,
but
there's too many of these assholes. We
do have a big fucking lake above them that is connected to a tunnel that connects straight to it.
Genocide.
So,
I like it.
That's one option.
I hope you're talking quietly, Khan. Jesus. Big lad.
You guys are like a kilometer away from the nearest tent.
Okay.
But still,
there's massive distance, and you notice, and Jed, on that roll from your survival,
14.
You can tell it's kind of hard to tell, but you're estimating that there's about 24 that have been using this ramp that goes down to your left.
Sure.
Over a certain period of time. You can't really tell.
The recon party.
More recent movements. But also, because you had seen it at several sieges, moving this amount of people through this tight a gap is what's the word? A bottleneck that is going to take them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many they've got.
3 days or something to transport all the people up.
Yeah, the 5 of us could hold them off.
That is-
inside that tunnel.
If that is the only entrance to the city they have.
Yeah, there's
Which
an if
we
there,
know
yeah.
it isn't. Which we know it isn't.
Well, no. Yeah.
And we do know it's not because we've seen another tunnel
The library.
at the library.
And
Well,
they probably got more than just those two.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Oh,
we
shit.
can't stay here. We got to report back.
We need, like, I'm just going to turn
Maybe
to
collapse this
like,
tunnel.
I want to turn to Ryder and say, we need to tell Ironside about this.
Collapse in the tunnel
yeah.
will just let them know that we know that they're there and how many
Yeah,
that we've
we're-
seen.
We're best off not doing anything and keeping eyes on this tunnel and the library tunnel and just seeing if we can find any more and just keeping eyes on them for now. If we can track the numbers coming and going,
How many are down there?
that's the best we can do.
Alamir,
Right now.
Whispers.
Maybe get some sappers
Sorry,
down
not
here and
Alamir,
set up a booby trap in the fucking
What's
thing
her
so
name?
it blows up under the
Ryder.
water.
Ryder. I will.
Ryder,
I
yeah,
will go
Whispers. How many?
about 24,000 plus creatures. That's just people.
Just tasty food.
I have cartographer's tools. Can I attempt to kind of produce, write some stuff down, but make some
Yep.
notes regarding, the way we've come in at least?
You can draw out a map of
You'd-
what
Yeah.
you can see, and
Sure.
which is limited. You're seeing basically 10, 20 feet around these small fires that they seem to have, but there's
Yeah.
hundreds of these small fires.
Got it.
So you're seeing the outlines of tents and silhouettes of people moving, and you can map out the way you came in. And you also draw on the map the library tunnel and the direction you think it's heading. And it seems if they continued the library tunnel, you think it would be approaching this cavern from the north. So if the GM side of the table is the north, this approaches out to the west is under the lake. And yeah, a couple of kilometers north is the library. Ryder turns to Flint, whispers a few words of instruction, and Flint disappears back up the tunnel.
Hmm.
Don't worry. Flint's one of the best. He'll get the message to Ironside.
Jesus Christ. I mean,
I don't think there's much we can do here, though.
God, I hope not. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna.
No, I think all we can do is keep an eye on them.
Can I get perception checks from everyone?
Oh boy, that's not good.
Oh yeah, we're about to be ambushed.
13.
Please don't fail me now. Perception.
16.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You failed me.
6.
12.
I might use my inspiration to re-roll that. I'm gonna, yeah. Oh, okay, 1 better.
Hell yeah.
7.
Damn it! Why did I use my
The
inspiration?
DC is 6.5.
There's a flutter from above, and these two
Oh.
black, billowing objects appear out of the sky.
I
The
shoot.
cloakers.
And they
The
are
bat-
cloakers.
I like creatures.
Yeah, nice, yeah.
Let me see if I can find the map in question.
Yeah, I put a stealth spot on the map by accident. I don't know how.
Good effort.
The bird was climbing over my fucking keyboard.
Hell yeah. Sonny's playing now. Hell yeah. See, you're familiar.
No.
He's a fucking prick.
I like him.
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with that either, but whatever. Don't matter.
He opened me fucking finger like a tin can the other day. Proper. Like, the tear where the top of his beacon, which is normally, it's pretty thin, pretty fine point. And he got it like, I don't know, about half a centimeter across my finger. It was like proper torn up.
Oof. Brutal.
I was worried he'd fucking got infected or something because he kept like puking up food to fucking try and feed me. And then tore into my hand. So
fucking hell.
Oh, he thinks I'm his fucking mate. He's a dick.
All right. Can I get initiative rolls, please? You are not
Oh,
surprised.
shiz.
You all hear
Okay.
this thing coming.
I get advantage on initiative rolls. Yay.
I get that many. I've rolled
And
3 of
sort
it.
yourselves out on the board.
I've rolled 3
Nice.
13s, so 3
Which
13s
is
today,
19.
and that is not a good sign.
I rolled 19 and got 21.
And I am already on 19.
So the tiny Percy and tiny Fern on the table. Oh, here's the rest of us.
Because we were scaled for the other map, weren't we?
I kind of like it, actually.
So if you guys want to place yourselves in a kind of the zone
I think we should leave Khan the same size. Leave
there.
Khan that size, that'd be funny. Oh, in the
Which
square.
sorry again?
Yeah, on the kind of outcrop. So the tunnel that goes down off to your left is still that kind of magma tube, but it's cut into the side of the cave, and it's exposed on
I suppose
that side.
I was counting. I'll be at the edge.
And then we've got I'll put in Ryder as well, who is gonna have rolled 15. So we'll call her
remember.
Blue.
So my familiar has some more benefits now. So do I need to make? Do I roll initiative for it as well? Maybe.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Did we
Spell.
need to?
No, I guess not.
We can have it act on the same go as you, unless it's
I
there's
think
something
familiars
massive
are act on
distance.
your go.
Well, they used to, but maybe he has some special rules or
It
something.
acts on its own initiative according to the spell, but
So
Whatever.
Will it change anything? Like that's one of those like
It
it's a
can-
rule, but does it matter?
depending on how meta you want to be, it can definitely make differences.
I can use mine to attack without giving up my attack. So
Oh yeah.
And having
Gav,
an attack at a different point can actually be quite handy at times. But
Oh, yeah,
I
Gav's
can't remember
choice.
whether or not I have that plate mail or not.
No, you don't.
I don't. Okay, cool.
It's only Monday. It'll be ready later in the week.
Okay, cool. So like next session.
I'll roll for it if you don't mind, Gav.
Well, assuming you get out of here.
Oh
Okay.
God! Don't say that.
I could take him off.
Gav's planning on TPKing us right now.
Yeah. He's always planning on
do you have
TPK.
any rings of water breathing?
I've got a necklace of adaptability or adaptation, so I can breathe underwater.
Khan just starts punching the ceiling.
Tearing out the fucking tunnel. Mate, if I was tall, we wouldn't have a fucking problem here because I'd say
Oh.
enter the tunnel.
I think it's worth stating I attuned to my braces of archery in the week. If anyone else needs to attune to said items, it's probably worth mentioning that we did that.
That is fair.
I just forgot I had them, and that was a thing. And I might fire a couple of arrows. Well, bolts. No, arrows. I got a short bow. Right.
All right.
Who's
So
up?
just let me get up
Berries.
the. No, I don't think they're first. They rolled pretty bad, and you guys rolled really well. Just let me look them up
Okay.
again.
Don't know what green is.
Are these new enemies, are they?
They're cloakers. They're kind of like manta rays. They've been hanging off
They
the
killed
ceiling.
Steve Irwin, bastards.
Yeah. Larry had seen a few of them further in the distance, but he obviously missed these ones. Unfortunately, as they come down, they let out a squawk that
God.
echoes through the entire chamber. And as they descend... What? Why is she on 23? Oh, sorry, Blue is your cat. Okay,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
using that for something else.
No,
This,
you've got
this black one's on
yeah,
15.
Cool, got it. Right,
So
I'll take
that's-
that one off. Then you can.
No, that's Ryder and the black one.
Okay.
The
no
black
problem.
one is the cloakers.
Rename it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so in that case, your cat acts first. And looking across, even though the rest of you can't see her at the moment, your cat looks bigger down here. Like a Manx cat or something. You know, it's like 150% the size it was when you last saw it.
Terrifying. It can fly now, and so I think I can't make it
fly now?
attack. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm going to have it fly directly at one of the cloakers so that it is, at it effectively, touching range.
So the cloakers are like, I don't know, 40 feet, 20 feet above this position they are on the map.
Yeah. Cool.
And there's two of them. So your cat leaps off, flies up to engage.
Yeah. It's got a 40-foot movement, and it's just going to get into touch range.
That'll reach him.
Yeah, great. And that's its turn.
Not getting an attack.
So I have to use my bonus action to give it to tell it to attack. So I can't make it attack on this turn, if that makes sense.
Position it now. Then,
yeah.
And so they have a fly speed. Oh, okay. They have a speed of 10 feet, a fly of 40 feet. I'm trying to find. Oh, they're large. So these are actually, I don't know.
Nice.
4
like-
square.
King size
4
duvets.
squares. So that's like, king size duvets. These are like 10-foot wingspans. Kind of, with a big long barbed tail hanging out behind of them. All right. Who's up next then? After Blue, we have Perseus and Fern acting at the same time. Who would like to go first?
Do you want to go first, Jed?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. And then
Whoa. Right.
although I thought I had something lined up, and I don't.
Cat bigger. I'm not going to remember what that means. Big puss.
You are going to remember.
Big pussy.
Should
Yeah,
have
I've got about
Jed's
10
pussy
journals.
bigger.
I've got about 10 journals of characters from the past 30 years that I'm sure are just total gibberish, but I keep them anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed my tap's going really loud. Ugh.
You know what? I thought I had the right spell that I want to use on these suckers, but I don't. So I'm just going to cast. Sorry, lads.
Oh.
How far is it below these fuckers? Like, is there ground
it's-
directly beneath them, or these?
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
100.
fucking-
That's 100-foot drop easily.
Right. Good to
Might
know.
even be more.
Good to know.
Don't go jumping off the edge.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
they
fall
are
from
long.
here. Yes, yeah. But a fall from here would probably kill everyone except Karn. But it would fuck you up.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So on that note, can I get both of the cloakers to make wisdom saves, please?
You can.
I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on both of them. Because I'm upcasting it.
Well,
The
one of
DC
them
is
fails.
17.
Both of them fail.
Right, they both fall prone.
So cloakers, whether you know it or not, are intelligent creatures that have a language. And they start cackling. And as they start cackling, they're louder and louder and louder. And you can see the silhouettes in the distance stop. They both start to spiral out of the air, unable to control their wings. You can see them flailing to reach to the edge of the lip as they start to dip and they start to fall. And they spend a turn falling. So they're now down past the lip, probably, I don't know, let's say 60 feet.
I don't know what the rule is
Sorry.
on how far they would fall. I can look it up and see if there is a rule, but
Well, I don't know how quick gravity is in this
What?
weird world. So
I
There'll
think
be a rule
gap
for
there's
falling
a
per
pretty good
turn.
one though, because that's what 10 foot per second.
Yeah, so they fell 90 feet, so 9.8 meters a second. Yeah.
Falling hazard.
But they don't instantly fall like 150 feet.
You still put.
I would
you
imagine.
instantly
No,
descend
it
up
still
to
takes
500
like a-
feet. Oh, great height. It looks like
I'm happy to apply whatever rules are found.
rate of
The rules
falling.
glossary doesn't. Yeah.
It doesn't tell you what falling speed
When
is.
you
that's the
fall, you
thing.
instantly descend 500 feet. If you're still falling on your next turn, you descend up to 500 feet at the end of that turn.
Oh, okay. Well, they hit the deck in a screech and a squeal.
That is just from a website. That is not from a rule. From
You're not really.
Okay.
It might be.
I've never heard
I'm
that
seeing
number.
a lot of 500 feet a turn in these results, though. Search
That's...
falling per turn 5e.
Oh, I see where they got to 500 feet because it's 9.8 meters a second is 30 feet a second. A turn is 6 seconds, or is it 10? It's 6. So that would be 30 times 6. That would only be 180. I think if
the
we house
gravity is a rate of acceleration, not a falling speed. 9.8 meters per second squared. It's the rate of acceleration. So.
Okay, so in other words, they're hitting the deck this turn. I'm happy for that to happen.
If it's less than 500 feet.
It is indeed.
Seems to be what
Back
that's
exchange rules for falling.
Don't worry about it. They hit the deck. That'll be, I believe, it's 10 feet. A d6 for every 10 feet. So that'll be 10, 12 d6 damage. That'll fuck them up to the point where they're no longer a problem.
Cool. Break their wings.
Yeah.
But they have
effective.
sounded the alarm.
That should
But
be
they
the rule
have
now, though, so
very much sounded the alarm. Yeah.
you know.
Okay. Chris
Falling.
Perkins. Chris Perkins, who is one of the game designers, has responded saying 580.
That's just fucking weird.
Yeah, fuck him. He's an idiot.
But okay, either way, they're not getting out of this. So
Yeah.
That was a very good use of usually not a great spell.
That's what I was hoping for.
You never guess what spell
that is the best use of touches I'd ever seen.
You never guess what spell I chose to take this. Eventually,
Featherfall.
no, Tasha's hideous laughter.
Oh, okay.
That's the spell I eventually chose. I was like, that'll be funny, and not remotely useful for killing anything. Look how
See,
I
I asked the question to make sure that I didn't kill myself. And
and
Well,
it led to Jed killing them.
yeah, use that fucking information beautifully.
Yeah.
Well, they're not dead, but they're hurt.
Are they not splattered?
They take. I'm saying they're going to take 12d6. Okay, I'll roll it.
No, but I was just saying they're going to be pretty badly hurt, but probably not dead, right? If he's put two of them in, and they're supposed to be a threat to us at level 9, they probably can take 39.
39. So no, they're on half health. They're bloodied, both of them.
Yep.
But they're also, 120 or 100 feet
below
down
us.
from you. So they're a few turns away.
Shall we, gentlemen, shall we,
Bang into the cave.
Run. Run.
Yeah.
As
And,
you turn, you can see Ryder about 20 feet ahead of you. She is already panicked and ran.
I don't blame her.
Fern, you see Ryder cross some threshold unseen before.
Oh no.
And a light appears, carved in a mystic rune of earth magic. And the tunnel just collapses, squashing Ryder to death
Oh,
and
shit.
trapping you on this side.
I knew that was going to fucking happen.
And we'll leave it there.
Fuck.
See, I was happy. Like before, I looked at the time. When you got to like looking over the edge and describing the numbers, I was like, Gav's gonna end it right here, and he's gonna be like, and I'll leave it there till next time. But
It's
no,
alright.
he just left
Get
it
a hot
even
cake.
worse place.
Yeah, we'll be
Two
fine.
people want to fucking dig. I'll fucking happily hold the fucking pass and die.
I'm going to attack so many in a turn, and
Well, I
See,
can
this-
punch and grab with every attack, or punch and throw. So if I hit someone, I can either knock them 5 feet, or I can grab them at the exact same I attack them.
Yeah.
And if I go large mode, I can probably grab 2 people and just throw them off the fucking.
I just,
gonna throw people off the edge.
I just realized.
But all drow can fly.
I just
So that-
realized I don't have any
gonna be-
diamonds for Revivify.
You're right. I nicked a bunch of gems. But
You
I
never
doubt-
know
I doubt
what's
I
ended up in his pockets. Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt,
Oh
I
god,
doubt
please
I
tell me
pocketed,
there's like a.
1,500 gold gem or whatever it is. Doubt
All I
it,
need
but-
is like 300 gold worth of diamonds for 1 Revivify.
Well, we're not dead yet. Don't be so.
That's gonna be shit out of luck.
Don't assume we're gonna die. Be fine. Rod, we could take him. Probably.
Yeah.
Have we even killed one of these? Oh, we've killed like one of these guys previously, haven't we?
We've killed like a
You've
group
killed
when
loads.
they
Yeah.
ambushed us.
I've
You
Oh,
killed
yeah.
a bunch of the male soldiers. You've killed
battered loads.
some of their mages. I think you've killed one of their matriarch clerics.
So they ain't
I
shit.
We
ate
killed one
one.
of the spider things.
they can die. Yeah.
You killed a drider.
You might want to start tracking my ammo though if we take that fight because it's gonna get real silly. I'm just gonna like
Turn searching corpses.
no. I just
for
mean
fire.
I shoot one, I hide. I shoot one, I hide. I shoot one, I hide. I shoot one, I hide for like 8 hours.
I got 40 minutes of rage.
What? Hell.
Rage only
Ooh.
lasts 10 minutes.
A long time to be angry.
But you
Oh,
guys,
so you get
obviously-
4. Ah.
Yeah.
if we do get into like a serious fight, try and stay within 10 feet of me, all of you.
But that fucking thing was only 10 feet wide. So
Because obviously I've got the aura of protection and the aura of alacrity. So you guys get a bunch of bonuses when you're near me.
Yeah.
yeah, if you're within 10 feet of me every turn, I can give you health. Every turn.
Yep.
Wow. What? How come?
Yeah, everybody's speed increases by 10 feet when they're within 10 feet of me, and you also get like +3 to all of your saving throws.
How come Khan can give us health? Like, how's that work?
Because I have what is it
So
called?
it's a subclass trait, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
From your,
The-
your
called
world
Tree
tree.
thing, is it?
Life-giving force is what it's called.
You just
Life-giving.
exude life.
It's because I'm fucking
Too angry to die.
world barbarian. World tree.
Cool.
So it's like Yggdrasil, isn't it? You know, tree of life.
Idris Elba. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, I can do that, and I can teleport people. Shit.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Gav. That's good crack.
That's certainly put the fucking fear of God into all of us.
I ain't afraid of God. I am afraid of 24,000 elves, though.
Yeah.
I will. I believe I do actually have the last session, and I will upload the correct version of that. So and probably rewatch it because I can actually remember what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, same.
There's a lot of names, being thrown out there.
It's made me laugh.
Stop.